All right, Miles. Once again, another Sunday, we have to talk about the Seattle Seahawks. Look, you and I, we do these videos on Sunday. We talk about teams that, first of all, won and teams that really made a bold statement. And it seems every Sunday we're talking about the Seattle Seahawks because every week they're showing how talented they are, finding new ways to win, whether it's beating a Giants team, whether it's beating a shootout against the Detroit Lions. Here they beat the Arizona Cardinals on the road, division rival, 31-21. And I really think the strength of the game is how they finish. And I know you got some stuff you want to talk about, but we want to hear from Seahawks fans in the comment section below. Who is your MVP of this great road division win? Look, any division win is huge, especially road division wins. In order to get them, you need to have some big primetime performers. We want to hear from you guys in the comment section below. From the 12th man, give us your MVP of this game. But Misa, let's turn it over to you. What are your thoughts on this big Seahawks win?
All right, Nick, I've got a couple of key points, and I think mine and yours match up pretty well. So I'm going to go into the first few points for me. One, and I think this is one we both agree on, is Geno Smith played a heck of a game. We especially liked when Geno threw the pick six, coming back onto the field, the response, driving down the field and scoring the ball, responding to that pick six really, really well. That was just a show of true master of the craft. He's become an excellent quarterback. Who would have thought that after so many years, Geno Smith steps in the Seattle offense and is as good as he was? So congratulations to him. Obviously, there's a couple other things I saw. The tight end screen game looked very, very effective for Seattle. And this is another thing I saw is when it was effective, they kept going back to it. I saw the tight end screen for a huge game for at least 2-3 times, and they just kept going back to the well. And I really liked that they saw what was effective against Arizona. Arizona couldn't stop what they were doing, and they kept doing it. But Nick, what do you think about those, and do you have anything to add on?
Well, I think the big thing for me, obviously, coming back from that pick six, they go up 10-7, down 14-10, and then bang, bang, back-to-back scoring drives go up 24-14. But I want to talk about what happens after the Cardinals respond. Because the Cardinals, while the record hasn't showed it, they got some good players on offense. Kyler Murray can make a lot of plays. So this is still a talented team. The Cardinals come back. They cut it to a three-point game. What does Seattle do? This is what good teams need to do, especially on the road. They respond. They get the big play to the tight end, and they run the football, I think, 4 or 5 straight times with Kenneth Walker. They say to be a true contender, to be the potential to make a deep playoff run, you need to be able to run the football when the other team's expecting to run the football and they're going out all out to stop you. And the Seattle Seahawks did just that. They get the big play. They run the football consecutively 4 times in a row, I think. They get 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They get the offsides and they get the touchdown to put the game away. Cardinals burned all their timeouts. That's what really sticks out at me is that when push came to shove, this team could line up with Kenneth Walker and run the football. And we talked about these young tackles. We talked about Cross. We talked about Lucas, how they're doing really well. Kenneth Walker's a stud. But we talk about it, Mize, in the context of these guys are young players that are outperforming our expectations, but they're playing at a level not just being good for rookies, they're playing good for just any level, right? Going out on the road on the division and executing like this when it matters most, that's just a huge sign that this is not a team that, just had some short-term success. This is a team that's geared up to be a deep contender potentially in this playoff run. Like, I don't see any weakness because they showed all these different ways to win.
Yeah, Nick, and you talk about, not just good for rookies, just flat out good. What about the
Yeah.
defense? Okay. DeAndre Hopkins is back. This is probably the first game where he's like fully back into the swing of things. And these rookie corners for Seattle hold Kyler Murray to 175 passing yards. I think they stymied the passing attack
100%.
very well. And outside of a few Kyler Murray scrambles, the rushing attack wasn't there either from the Cardinals. About 50 something rushing yards total outside of Kyler Murray. So I just think that overall the defense played a really strong game, and there's a lot of young rookies on defense, young players on defense who have really stepped up, and they look, like we said, going down the stretch, you want a strong defense to go with your strong offense because defense wins championships, and you got to have a strong defense when you start facing these top tier teams, Nick.
Yeah, 100%. And look, back when the Seattle Seahawks and the Legion of Boom days were winning Super Bowls and going to Super Bowl, right? This was a team. What were their strengths? They could run the football when they needed to. They had a mobile quarterback who could make big plays. They had a strong, fast, athletic secondary, and they had Bruce Irvin getting key sacks. And what happened today, Miles? You saw a mobile, athletic quarterback make plays. You saw a team run the football when they needed to. You saw a young, fast, athletic secondary. And guess what, Seahawks fans? Irvin's back. got on the sack sheet today. So again, this is almost like history repeating itself. It's like Pete Carroll retooled his old team of success with the Legion of Boom days. And right now, if you're a Seahawks fan, you have no reason to be unbelievably excited because this team is heading in just 100% the right direction. They are going to be really tough to beat, and they're a legit contender the rest of the way.